Baseball tonight is presented by Heinz, the official ketchup and mustard of Little League. It's almost time for some Little League baseball, but first let's remind you about some Major League Baseball on Monday night. It's the Seattle Mariners and Robinson Cano taking on Adrian Beltre and the Rangers. The Mariners have made things interesting in the American League West. They'll try to close the gap.
Here tonight, thank you very much, Adnan, and we welcome everyone to our coverage of the Little League World Series tonight, the semifinal game. The fans from Goodlettsville, Tennessee have enjoyed all summer long, and they want one more win so they can play for a championship of the United States. Think about it, the United States. Kentucky is their opponent tonight, and they want to do the same.
Gone deep. Over the wall, a 3-run home run. He's being waved in, out and home. Driven to center field. Wow, R.J. Moore has put Tennessee back on top.
Coverage of tonight's Little League World Series game presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. Like an old SEC battle, Tennessee and Kentucky. And they, of course, are border rivals as well. The team from the Southeast, the team from the Great Lakes. Only the Mid-Atlantic is in their way. United States Championship on Saturday. All right, earlier today, we went from 3 down to just 2 on the international bracket. And my goodness, South Korea, after being stunned yesterday by a Panama home run late, they came back and rolled over Mexico 7-0. 13 strikeouts, and Kwon went deep twice, 2 home runs for him. They looked awfully impressive, and it sets up a rematch with Panama in the international championship game Saturday at 12:30 Eastern time on ABC. So down to 2 on the left side of the screen, 3 on the right side. And of course, Tennessee and Kentucky, our show tonight. We have Kyle Peterson and John Kruk, Jamie Sire in just a couple of minutes. Both these teams know each other very well, and we'll hear from Jamie on that. They've seen each other this tournament, and when you talk about Tennessee, you talk about generally 2 twins and some other pieces that make this thing go.
Yeah, the 2 twins, Tyler and Tanner Jones, Zach McWilliams, supplying the power for this team. They're tied for the most home runs in this Little League World Series. There you see the Jones twins and Zach McWilliams, 4 home runs, but they would not be in this game, Carl, if it weren't for one of the most impressive plays we have seen in this Little League, simply called the tag.
Jam shot, made of a double play. Low throw, it gets by. Go, 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 go! Colmanero, he's being waved in. He's out! Out at home! He's called out at home! That is an incredible play. All good defense there. Great backup, and the fundamentals of the catcher, people are still buzzing about it. As for the other team here, they will acknowledge that Bowling Green themselves, they don't have a ton of pitching, and were it not for the winner's bracket, they could be in a lot of trouble. But they're here, and they have their best guy going tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you get to this point when you've already lost a game, and rarely do you see an ace ready to go. That's exactly what you see tonight, though. Isaiah Head has been that guy. He's going to show you some different looks, but the one thing he's done since regional started, he's been on fire. 12 innings pitched, 23 strikeouts, giving up just 2 runs. Different arm angles. Up top, we're going to drop down a little bit, show you a little dice game here in a minute. It doesn't always look the same when it's come out of the hand of Isaiah Head, but the results have been phenomenal, and it's got to feel pretty good when you get to this point. You've got to fight your way back just to get a fight to play in this ball game. You get your ace going.
No doubt about it. They've seen Isaiah Head pitch. They've seen Odin pitch because they've seen each other 5 times. Look at how far apart they are, 46 miles, and they've had this arrangement for a couple of years. They'll scrimmage each other before they get to the Little League World Series regionals. Let's get more on that with Jamie.
Yeah, Carl, the Tennessee coaches tell us they were more like practices than actual scrimmages. But it all came about because they just really wanted to get in some extra work against some all-star quality talent. And the Kentucky team, really the only one who agreed to do it. Of course, neither had any idea that both would make it here, much less be playing for a spot in the U.S. title game. Now, each pitcher got about an inning of work, so there was no real strategy involved, just a chance to work on some hitting, defense, and pitching. Of course, some friendships were definitely formed. Isaiah Head, who's pitching tonight, told me one of his friends that he made is tonight's opposing pitcher. That's Ryan Oden. Said it'll be a little bit weird, but mostly he's just excited for the opportunity.
Tennessee coach Hale over there saying hello to a lot of his friends as well. Beast from the southeast and the Blue Bloods of Kentucky. That's coming up when we come back. And looking on that hill for, whoa, there he is. Aaron Boone's got maybe the best seat in the house. He's got a microphone and an earpiece. He'll join us. Take a bow when we continue.
Little League World Series is presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes cereal. They're great! And in part by the Odyssey, from Honda, official vehicle of Little League, and Heinz, the official ketchup and mustard of Little League.
Goodlettsville baseball team 2012 won the United States Championship, and they were led by their current manager, who's back again and can't believe it happened one more time for Joey Hale. 12 miles north of Nashville, Tennessee. And he was telling me before the game how South Nashville's become such a power. They didn't know if they'd ever get back here from Goodlettsville, but here they are this year, and they are looking forward to a chance to get back to a title game. Today's lineup brought to you by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
Hi, my name is Robert Carroll, and my favorite player is Dustin Pedroia.
Hi, my name is Easton Dillard, and my favorite player is Derek Jeter.
Hi, my name is Brock Duffer, and my favorite baseball player is Craig Kimbrell.
Hi, my name is Ethan Jackson, and my favorite baseball player is Bryce Harper.
Hi, my name is Tanner Jones, and my favorite baseball player is Mike Trout. Hi, my name is Tyler Jones, and my favorite baseball player is Mookie Betts.
Hi, my name is John Henry Knotts, and my favorite baseball player is David Price.
Hi, my name is Zach McWilliams, my favorite player is David Ortiz.
Hi, my name is RJ Moore, my favorite baseball player is Mookie Betts.
Hi, my name is Ryan Oden, and my favorite baseball player is Giancarlo Stanton.
Hi, my name is Isaiah Page, and my favorite baseball player is Domingo Ayala.
Hi, my name is Carson Rucker, and my favorite baseball player is Derek Jeter.
Hi, my name is John Luke Simmons, and my favorite player is Randy Johnson.
Manager is Joey Hale, and I got a chance to walk around the dugout earlier. The kids just love playing for him. He doesn't have a son on the team. He's been doing this for a long time. His kids are in their 20s now, and he says he's going to continue doing it. He'll be in the third base coach's box when the team is up. And just another spectacular night. Lombardi Stadium. Once again, looking like a postcard. Good crowd here. And a huge crowd expected Saturday for whichever of these teams play New York. Aaron Boone enjoying that hill as well. We'll hear from him shortly. We get set for a game that will determine who goes to the title game Saturday. Tanner and Tyler Jones, 1-2. They are 9 for 25 in the Little League World Series. This is Tanner. Ball. Brother Tyler waits. And again, the familiarity. You never know which Isaiah Head is going to show up, except he's been great since the regionals. Off-speed pitch just misses. He's a terrific story himself. See Sandy, who is Tanner and Tyler's mother. The pitcher didn't make the team when he was 10 and did everything he could because he loves baseball so much to make sure he was part of this thing moving forward.
Worked out all right. Fastball into the 70s already. He's been a huge part of this run since regionals. He's won 3 games for him.
Year 2-2. Good cut at it.
I'll go ahead and throw it back when you can get the ball. We saw it with Tanner Jones. I think you know, as these games have played on, you notice that he doesn't handle the inside pitch very well.
Ball. 3-2.
I know we emphasize pitch count a lot. It is going to be a big deal tonight, especially if Isaiah Head sees his climb real quickly. They do not have that pitching depth. There was a real moment last night in the game, if you watched it, when Devin Obie, the starter, came out and the manager walked out to the mound, Rick Kelly, and basically said, I don't know what to do now. He had a lot of things to deal with.
We're going to go here.
Not a lot of pitching options. Pours that one in there for a strike one.
Tell you one thing about this team from Kentucky, when Devin Obie's not pitching, their defense gets a lot better up the middle. He is tremendous.
Ball.
Dad, how much bigger is Devin this year? How much he grown?
Oh my goodness.
And we had him here last year. It's got to be 3-4 inches.
Speed pitch fouled off at the plate. Dad's the next NFL player, and Devin certainly has the body of a kid that could do whatever he wanted to athletically at this age. He's hit the ball just about as hard as anybody here. We saw a home run. We saw a double last night, which scared a lot of people here.
Ball.
Isaiah's done a nice job with a fastball. His breaking ball is having a tough time early locating.
Ball.
Oof, that one didn't miss by much. Good pitch on the inside corner.
3-2.
Didn't get the call, and now in danger of walking his second straight hitter. Then he does make a good pitch, and it gets fouled off. His previous outing, he averaged about 22, 23 pitches per inning, and that won't work.
Not going to work tonight.
They're making him work now.
13 already, and hasn't recorded an out.
Ball 4.
Devin Obie is their other de facto ace. Carson Myers could pitch Saturday, and Jackson Moore could be available on Sunday. But Obie is done as far as his ability to pitch. John's point's well made. They're a little bit better defensively when Obie's at short. Now here comes Rick. He made a bunch of trips last night.
You're fine. Settle down. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Smile. Smile. Let's go. Just take a deep breath. Get ahead of them. Throw strikes. Let's go. Turn 2. Let's go. You were fine. Let's go. Get ahead. Get ahead.
I think especially for kids of this age, if you're struggling to find a zone, now's the time just to simplify everything. Sit in the middle right away, try to throw that first pitch over, and put a swing on it and drive in a gap, so be it. But get ahead of somebody, then go back to the other stuff.
Well, his first pitches have been fastball strikes, and then he kind of loses them. Here's Zach McWilliams. That one, a curveball way outside.
A little drop down too. That's interesting pitch when you don't have great command.
Good one. Fastball looks real good. 72 miles an hour from 46 feet away. You bump it back to 60 feet where the major leaguers throw, and you're looking in the low 90s. So good velocity, and here's the next one.
2.
Good one, down 2. Good pitch.
1-2.
I think you got to stick. I mean, you know, eventually you're going to have to find a curveball. You're not going to live on just fastball alone, but.
Ball.
I'm so happy you can see all the misses too. You got lefty, lefty, lefty to start. And all the misses are high arm side, so away that left-hander. Just a little bit too excited, maybe.
So what you're saying is when right-hander Carson Rucker comes up,
he's going to lock in. Watch.
Either that, he's going to throw one box. Either that, he's going to throw one behind him, and that was a slip right there by Isaiah Head.
Oh, you hate to think that an early pitch, first inning, is a big pitch, but this is kind of a big pitch. He's walked the first two, gone to a full count on all three of the hitters. Oh boy, man. They have to foul it off when he throws a strike.
A pretty good hack right there by Zach McWilliams, though.
There's some power here too now.
Yes, indeed.
Zach 4 for 11. He does have 2 homers, 4 RBIs. Good pitch and an important one for Isaiah Head to get the strikeout.
He's got full count on everybody so far. The first 2 walked, and this is a big pitch for Isaiah Head. Just got to get that first out of the way, and he got a really good hitter in the meantime. Fastball that's up and out of the zone. If McWilliams doesn't swing, it's ball 4, but couldn't catch up to it, and a big first out's a strikeout for Isaiah.
And now the righty, Carson Rucker, the shortstop. Good pitch. Head is dominant when he's on with that fastball and curveball, and the coaches couldn't stress how difficult an upbringing he's had. His grandparents basically took over guardianship. They're here.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, he did. So that's 2 strikes. And they say he's the kid that kind of needs baseball. He wants to be good. He wants to play baseball. And the coaches and the teammates acknowledge that they aren't here without Isaiah Head being a big part of this. There are his grandparents who have enjoyed being here with Isaiah and watching this one. Sometimes the cameras make you a little squirrely, like, why are they looking at me? Isaiah's out there pitching.
Tell you what, ain't nothing like Jude Abadessa's bomb last night.
Here's your 0-2. All right, so Kyle, the pitcher, how do we get control of a breaking ball? What do we got to do?
Just kind of slow everything down. I mean, sometimes it just means you're speeding everything up. Almost running it towards home plate. Arm doesn't get up high enough.
Ooh, he dropped
Good
down.
way to solve it.
Batter's out. They got a chance for a double play. And now we're going to run the second base runner back to the bag. Safe. Oh, wow. Drew Wolferman all the way out to shortstop, and diving back safely is Tanner Jones. Tyler Jones from first had taken off.
See first baseman Carson Myers, who was kind of close to that rundown play. He looked in at the coach and said, he's out, check it.
Wow.
Did a great job. Ran him back to the base he came from.
He definitely got him. It's just whether or not that right hand's back there. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Is there enough to overturn it? That's the...
It's hard, and Wolfram did everything right except get rid of the ball quick enough. He had the runner, and if he had thrown it a little earlier, he would have got him. And this may not be a bad challenge if that's what Rick wants to do. The umpires also have the right to say it. We'll review it on our own, and the team won't get charged if it's not overturned.
I don't know if it gets overturned, but I think you got to try it. I mean, if you're sitting over there right now, this play potentially gets you out of the inning.
Yeah, and
I think he may have gotten him. This angle here.
Yeah, it looks like he got him right there on the back pocket. But yeah, you challenge right here. You hope they say, okay, he's out. Now you have gotten your 3rd out of the inning without having to throw another pitch because he's at 25 already. He has to face another hitter, whether Tennessee scores or not. He could be up to 30 pitches in the first inning, and yeah, you're looking at 4 innings max for him.
I'm thinking that glove's on the uniform before the hand gets in there, but that's what the video review will do, and they've been so good at it here at the Little League World Series. Caringi down there, he's the one that looking at that monitor and looking at various angles of it. He'll relay the message to the umpire. We'll have the call, and it is an important call early in this United States semifinal game. And John, right from the catcher perspective, did everything right. He ended up with the lead runner. He ended up running him back to the bag.
And you know, Carl, if he's out, it's a one-throw rundown, and that's perfect.
Yeah.
You know, he first ran toward Tyler Jones at first, and then Tanner started taking off to third. You know, he circled back around. He got around it so he can run him back to second base.
Safe, and not enough to overturn it. And I know that Rick Kelly's aware of how big that was. Now you run into Ethan Jackson. As Carson Rucker struck out, he's now 1 for 15. The guy hitting behind him has had a great series, 5 for 12 with a home run. First pitch, breaking ball, strike one. Remember Devin Obie the other night threw 30 pitches in the first inning, got through 5, and was there at the end for the win on the mound in a 5-inning win. Isaiah is the type of kid, if he had 150 pitches, he'd probably throw 150. He doesn't care.
He'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
Well, he's one away from pitching himself right out of a jam. First two guys at the end, he walked in, strikeout, 0-2 count here.
Ball. 1-2.
I think he's one good breaking ball away from getting out of this one.
Ball.
He went, and he'll get out of it. Strike 3 called. He picks up 3 strikeouts in a row. McWilliams, Rucker, Ethan Jackson. Throws a bunch of pitches. Not going to be easy tonight. But no runs come across, even though the first 2 got on. Well, we'll see Kentucky come to the plate. Devin Obie right after this. Welcome back, everyone. No runs for Tennessee in the first, despite getting their first 2 on. You're looking at Bowling Green, Kentucky now and their fans. This is a team that beat Texas 11-1, and then they scored 14. Then they lost to New York and still scored 10. Third largest city in Kentucky, home to Western Kentucky University. And it's the capital of the Corvette. Let's meet the kids from Kentucky.
My name is Patrick Forbes, and my favorite baseball player is Jose Altuve.
Hey, my name is John Guthrie. My favorite player is Mike Moustakas.
Hi, my name is Tate Haynes, and my favorite player is Todd Frazier.
Hi, my name is Isaiah Head, and my favorite baseball player is Matt Carpenter.
My name is Jackson Moore, and my favorite baseball player is Brandon Phillips.
My name is Davis Moran, and my favorite player is Mike Trout.
Hi, my name is Carson Myers, and my favorite baseball player is Madison Bumgarner.
Hi, my name is Spencer Newman, and my favorite player is Chris Bryant.
My name is Turner Nottmeyer, and my favorite baseball player is Matt Carpenter.
My name is Devin Obie, and my favorite player is Giancarlo Stanton.
My name is Kyle Snyder, and my favorite player is Yadier Molina.
Hi, my name is Trent Warden, and my favorite baseball player is Freddie Freeman.
My name is Mason Williams, and my favorite baseball player is David Ortiz.
My name is Drew Wolfram, and my favorite baseball player is Brandon Phillips.
Bowling Green, Kentucky. You look at Devin Obie, the shortstop, leads things off. Between he and Spencer Newman, how do you like 13 for 21?
That'll work.
It's not a bad way to start a lineup.
Pretty good 1-2 combo. And the guy on the mound is Ryan Oden, who's appeared in 2 games here. He won in relief in the game against California. That was the tag game. 4 innings, 5 hits, 5 Ks, no walks, and 1 earned run.
He came in and gave up the 2-run homer
He
for
did.
that. To put that game in a tie, to tie that game up, and the tag and the big home run by Tyler Jones. But Kyle, this guy's a crossfire. He'll
like
step
those
towards
guys.
third, and
Devin Obie liked it too. He swings at the first one and misses.
I tell you, he hammers a couple breaking ball. Home run, that double he hit yesterday.
And that one is ripped to right center field. It reaches the wall. Obi goes to second. Throws coming in, and that's a double. Athlete.
Wow.
Hey, way to go, Oppo!
Yeah, he'll get to that ball away from him. I mean, just look, the short little stride, the great Chase Utley abbreviated swing, but the unbelievable strength by this young man. And you know, a lot of kids, that might be a closer play at second. He's different than most here.
First pitch strike to Spencer Newman. This Kentucky team has had opportunities to score. They've had 89 at bats, and 52 have come with runners in scoring position. Way more than half. Fouled up here. Newman's a good story. The second baseman this year during his Little League, because he's been around so long, really struggled. He was the guy on his team and really couldn't get it together. And now here he seems to have gone to another level. Very calm, not being the guy on the team. 0-2 center field and deep. Off the glove of the center fielder. Carroll couldn't come up with it. Obi's being waved in. Throw home, not in time. 1-0 Kentucky. And Spencer Newman and Devin Obi continue to terrorize at the top.
But the adjustment he made, Crucky, after he saw the first breaking ball. Saw the breaking ball, that crossfire approach. So he's stepping across his body. It's not easy for a right-hander to stay in there. This time he sees another breaking ball, and this is driven out towards center field.
We've seen this a couple times, Kyle. At this time of night, you know, the lights are taking effect, but it's still the sky's still not dark yet. And we've seen kids take their eye off the ball and run to a spot, but then they can't find the ball when they get, you know, when it's starting to come down, and they ended up, you know, hitting off their glove, missing it.
This is John Guthrie. He's the left fielder. And how about it? Kentucky, Isaiah Head throws 30 pitches, doesn't give up a run. And Ryan Oden throws 6, and he gives up 1.
I'm a big fan of that approach.
Ball.
Looked for time. The umpire said, nope, not going to happen. So
he's already moving.
Guthrie didn't move.
Moving. 2-1.
So much easier to hit when a guy's throwing strikes. Guys that aren't throwing strikes, you become a little hesitant.
3-1.
And then Isaiah Head started throwing strikes, and they couldn't pull the trigger on a lot of them.
Ripped on the ground into right. Here comes Newman. He's being waved in. Throw home. Not in time. And down to second base goes Guthrie. 3 straight hits and 2 runs to start for Kentucky.
Kids from Kentucky coming out swinging tonight. Single for Guthrie that gets all the way through. But what I like, Crucky, watch the slide. Spencer Newman, who's on base every time he gets up there. Watch the slide. Slides away. Left hand gets home plate on the way by. So it's just that much tougher to make the tag.
Yeah, Tanner Jones had no chance for a swipe tag once Newman got past him. And great base running by Guthrie. Yeah, that throw was low enough to be cut off. Thought there might be a play, so he just takes off. Now he's in scoring position.
Turner, Notmeyer, right field, and fairly deep. Caught out there by Isaiah Page.
On the bag, on the
but
bag.
Tagging and going to third is Guthrie. They're hitting it hard.
I think that one just got in a little bit on Carson Myers. He didn't quite catch that one. Remember, he hit the 3-run homer last night.
Now Turner, Notmeyer, as Carson Myers flies out deep to right. Notmeyer 3 for 11 in the series. Another one lifted to right with 1 out. We'll see if there's a tag on a catch, but no catch. You know, you go back to that slide, a great slide by Newman. You wonder if Culmanero did that the other night for California, slid outside. California might have won that game.
You could see, I mean, Tanner Jones a little bit out in front. You could say that's Devin Obi later on coming in, but Tanner Jones in a spot too, to where if that slide doesn't happen, I think he's got a chance to drop that tag down. But there's nothing to tag when the only thing that's out there is just a hand touching the edge of the plate.
Slow one in there, and Notmeyer looks at it. Behind 1 and 2.
Do you think Isaiah Page out in right field let that ball drop?
I wonder. It's a pretty good idea if he did.
Take that chance now.
Hey, we're still 1-2, guys. 1-2.
They look nervous, don't they?
Myers gave that one a ride, guys. He had been 5 for 12 prior to that. He's seen it really well.
Ball.
Good work.
Isaiah Head on deck. Big hand for Rick Kelly, who has moved up about 45 feet from when Devin Obie was at the plate. You kind of hide behind that camera well with Obie up. You can get more conventional with someone else. Good pitch, strike 3. Let's go down to Jamie Sire. Jamie.
Well, Carl, Ryan's coaches tell us that he gets super amped on days that he's pitching, as we've kind of seen from him today. In fact, he has so much nervous energy that earlier today, when Jeremy Jones came in and he saw Ryan along with some of his teammates having a pillow fight, he didn't break it up. Normally that's something he might break up, but he figured it might be good for him to get some of that energy out, something maybe he gets from his dad, who picked up a rock on the way in and is using it as a worry rock. I'm sure that's getting quite the bit of use in this inning.
Yeah, the rock's getting a workout. There's a lot of pacing early.
Tell you what, another hit here, the rock might get thrown away.
Yeah. And Head is capable of taking you out.
Did he go, really?
That one's a called strike 2. As much as we talked about the pitch count going up for Ernie and Trina's grandson, Isaiah Head, 21 pitches now thrown from Ryan Oden. On the ground to second. And Dillard's been real good over there. But Kentucky continues to show, especially at the top of the order, they can cause problems. Devin Obie, Spencer Newman, 15 for 23 in the tournament. And they have scored 16 runs already. 2-0 after 1.
Your own opinion, but grab a seat wherever you like. Whether you're after home run balls, soaking in the scenery, or want to get right into the action, there's a spot for everyone here in South Williamsport.
At the Little League World Series, one of the features we do every Sunday, Sunday Night Baseball. And Baseball Tonight is the best seat in the house. John Kruk has done that. Now it's Aaron Boone trying it. Boone, where are you?
I'm out here in left field, boys, just enjoying a ball game. I got some buddies with me out here, enjoying it with me. It's a good place to take in a game.
Are you within home run range out there?
Well, the way some of these kids have hit, yes, we are in home run range. But right now I'm just channeling my inner Doug Glanville out here, trying to find some good spots.
Yeah.
Can we get you anything, Boone? Can we bring you anything? I mean, you look relaxed.
I'm very relaxed.
Okay.
I've staked out all the concessions, and I plan on getting after it
Enjoying some of
the game. Yeah.
Good. Got to have a plan.
Well, you've been in the booth. What does the field look like from there for those that do spend time on the hill? How cool is it?
It's great from up there, but there you're a little more work. I'm up here like enjoying a ball game, like a fan just sitting on the hill watching the Little League World Series. It's beautiful out here. It really is.
Oh, did he go? No.
All right, well, we'll check in with you, and anytime you want, you chime in, okay? Something you see out there, or you meet somebody, you're eating a good piece of food. Crucky claims to be pretty hungry up here, so we're looking for some food.
Thanks for having me. The guys want to say hi. We'll be back.
All right, Doug Glanville never did that. No. But he's like, thanks, guys. Okay, and they're not leaving.
Yeah, here's your $1. Thanks for coming. Make me look good.
Time got him right here. And then got him.
Robert Carroll, not a good way to start the inning for Bowling Green, Kentucky. You just picked up a 2 spot and you hit the first batter, and your catcher gets dinged up a little bit as well.
Yeah, I just got him in that wrist.
That was a triple header.
Yeah, I got all three.
Bang, bang, bang.
So catcher Drew Wolf from there is getting attended to. As we get a little break in the action, want to remind everybody all the excitement of this Little League World Series. Score, stats, highlights, and more can be found at LLBWS.org. That's Little League Baseball World Series.org. You can follow along on social media with hashtag LLWS. Been a terrific Little League World Series. 16 teams started. And we are down now to the final 2 on the international side. Just 3 left on the United States side. Kentucky, Tennessee, of course, playing now, and the team from Maine Endwell, New York. Will have a couple of days to enjoy themselves after a win last night. And then it's Saturday at 3:30 Eastern time, or 3 Eastern time, 12:30 Eastern time for the first one. Well, we'll have our championship, and then Sunday back to crown the world champion. That's pretty heady stuff for a 12-year-old to think that you're a world champion of anything. Isn't it?
Yeah, they're all close at this point, too.
Here's Oden, good hitter, 4 for 7.
It's better there.
Yeah, I think he had a visit from his coach. You would have to think the coach would tell him, look, let's can the sidearm stuff right now. Let's get over top, start commanding the strike zone, and then every once in a while when you get ahead, then you can drop down on it. But, you know, get ahead first.
So we got Worry Rocks and we got Lucky Stones. Ryan Oden's dad holding on to that. Ooh. That's an off-speed pitch right there.
Well, he throws it for a strike. That's a swing he's been getting.
He does keep his catcher busy. Throw from behind the plate, pitch number 40. Two laced into center field, and that one is going all the way to the wall. Bounces off the wall. Carroll's being waved in. Obi's got it. Long throw, strong throw, but not in time, and it gets by. And held up at third after a ringing double is Ryan Oden. Boy, he hammered that, and the Lucky Rock worked well.
The Worry Rock, no worries now. Well, that ball just jumped off the bat, and when you look at where Patrick Forbes, the center fielder, was playing way over in the right center. And once he bobbled this ball right here, great coaching by the third base coach, waving around Robert Carroll the whole way. And when throw gets by, Ryan Oden goes to third, and now you're ground out from tying this game.
Like it, take care of it himself. Ryan Oden gives up 2 runs, and the bottom of the first inning comes up and drives in one of his own here in the second.
They're going to bring up a pinch hitter, Brock Duffer. And more pressure on Wolfram, the catcher. Ryan Oden now 5 for 8 at the Little League World Series, and the pitcher helps himself. Got a good hard fastball when he throws it, and that's in there for a strike. Brockalicious. I mean, I thought that was Brock Holt, but this is Brock Duffer. He goes Brockalicious himself.
You know, Brock starred.
I like that. I'm
Boston and Brockalicious here. And I like Brockalicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's Brockalicious now. He does something special. He quickly becomes the Brock star.
He can be both.
Ooh, he did drop down and he throws it for a strike. It's something it just feels like if you work on it a lot, you know, and it develops, pretty good little weapon he's got there.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the ability to throw from different angles, but I'm with Crucky. Let's get ahead with the one first. Then you get in this spot.
That one gets by. That's a mistake. Here's your play. Safe. Nice
Great
hustle
slide.
there and a terrific slide as Oden got his left hand in to tie the game up.
And this is what we're talking about. Let's take a look at the slide. Look at that slide by Ryan Oden. That was like, I'm going to slide late. I'm going to get my hand there and not give him much to tag. And you see, by the time Isaiah Head got there, that hand was already on home plate. But that's another drop-down fastball that he just casted.
This one to Duffer, 1-2.
That is out.
He's got 4 strikeouts tonight.
Yeah, every out so far is a strikeout.
But 45 pitches, and
that's a problem.
That's, well,
it's a problem,
especially when you don't have much left.
It's a big problem
after him. I mean, I'm sure they were hoping they'd look up in the 4th inning and he was at 45. Instead, there's 1 1/3 innings at 45. We're going through the bench, boys. They're going to confuse me.
No, we're good. We got number 18, John Luke Simmons. He's one of the 4 substitutes that were on the bench when the game started. So Page hasn't hit yet. Dillard has not hit yet, but 2 of the substitute players will have hit. Simmons 0 for 3. Duffer was brought in. He was 3 for 6. Then the top of the order. We're back to the Jones boys.
All right, reset it. Here we go. Come on, son. Here we go. Play. Ball.
Good one. I know you're a big Abadessa guy for New York, but this is your guy here too, John. He's the fisherman. He's the bass guy, the hunter.
Hunter, fisherman.
This is your guy.
Ties his own flies. He fly fishes.
Like that.
Yeah.
Lefty goes down the line. No chance to make a play. An excellent effort out there by Guthrie. That one was tailing away from him. One out, top of the second. And the United States semifinal game between Tennessee and Kentucky.
Now reset now. Now stop. Reset. He started. He started. Here we go. Money.
Take a look at that outfield, guys, and the shade around the opposite field. We're starting to see some aggressive shifts here these last couple of nights.
That one outside. Patrick Forbes and John Guthrie separated by about 35 yards. And then Forbes, the center fielder, and Nottmeyer by about 50, 55.
It was even more extreme a couple pitches ago. Forbes was over even closer to the left fielder. So we've noticed with this Kentucky team a lot of aggressive defensive alignments.
Strike 3.
Strike 3. 5 outs, 5 strikeouts.
They got some room out there in right center if they can get it there.
Well, here's a guy that can get it there. I don't know where you are, Booney, but this is one of those guys that can put it out over that wall. Tanner Jones, he walked, got stranded at second in the first inning.
Ball.
That's the one Isaiah's going to have to get if he's going to stay around this game for a while.
You know, they told Booney, just, mill around, go sit different spot. He ain't moving off that spot.
Moved yet.
He ain't gonna move. Who are we kidding?
That one went right off the umpire's shin guard. It's a good thing he's wearing one.
I'm good, Drew. Drew, I'm good.
You realize it's like about the perfect temperature out here. I'm in a lawn chair, sitting on the berm, watching the Little League World Series. I didn't feel much of a need to move, boys.
Yeah, but you were given an assignment, I think.
I thought it was fairly straightforward.
He's getting a lot like Timmy Kirkchin. It's all about me.
Just thinking about the food right now that I'm going to go with at some point.
Zip it. Well, you're going to stay away from the fried dough because you pounded that last night.
Now I might go back to the fried dough tonight.
Grab a bib because it got a little messy.
Hit for Tanner Jones, and he's going to be aggressive. He's going to take a turn, and he'll hold there. But Tanner Jones reaches again.
Jones boys can hit.
They can hit, and what these hits and deep counts keep doing is keep adding up that pitch count for Isaiah Head. But yeah, these kids can hit, and it seems like whenever they get on base, they score runs. Of course, it doesn't hurt when your twin brother's hitting behind you.
Yeah.
The guy behind them has a couple homers so far in this World Series.
In the dirt, heading down. Good throw. Oh.
Wow.
Hands go up. Isaiah Head looks into his manager like, wait.
Now, they have one more challenge, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think he used it on this one.
2 outs.
Using it the first. I mean, he's out.
He's out.
I think he's out. But do you save it just in case what might happen the next 4 innings?
Tell you what.
Tag's there.
Heck of a play and a throw from Drew Wolfram. I mean, perfect throw. So we'll leave the runner in scoring position. Ooh, good catch too by Wolfram there.
How about Tanner Jones' adventures around second base today?
He's had a few of them.
Yeah, it's been interesting. One going one way, one going the other.
Ball 3.
He had one going into second, and then one going back into second.
And this is just not going the way that Kentucky needed it to go with Isaiah Head on the mound, a good hitting Tennessee team. 3-1. So many of these games get decided late in the game when you see the starting pitcher removed. Good one there from Isaiah.
3-2. Ball 4.
Costly walk again for Isaiah Head. And we sent it down to Jamie.
Oh, Carl, like most siblings and specifically most twins, it's sort of a anything you can do, I can do better type situation. They are ultra competitive. Basically keep track of each other's stats, and so far in this Little League World Series and also through regionals, they've been pretty much identical when it comes to hits. So we'll see what happens at the end of this one tonight.
Sure, that extends into the old Grove and elsewhere.
Yeah, I don't think it matters where they are.
Home.
Oh, without question. Now, Jamie talked earlier. I mean, we had like a toothbrush competition thing going on.
Yeah, who could put their toothpaste on a toothbrush quicker? Who can brush their teeth quicker? Which I'm not sure that's a win.
That's a loss. Yeah, I was in there for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I got every tooth.
I have 32 teeth, but only got one clean.
I win, but I won.
Hey, you're listening now. That a boy?
Takes me a while, Crockett.
Hey, Kyle.
Ball.
Tanner Jones out there. Apparently Rick Kelly was concerned that maybe some of the signs were being relayed in from Tanner Jones out there at second base. He goes to his hat, and perhaps that's a signal that it's a fastball or a breaking ball. He's got his head on his hand again up there.
Ball. 2-1. Ball.
Zach McWilliams, ball in the dirt. He's waving for both those guys to get the run. Go, go, go.
You can make it.
Yeah. Base hit, I get 2 ribbies.
Time is out. Time. Coach, this will be number 3. You know this is number 3. You've already got 2.
Yeah, there was a second meeting, and perhaps they weren't even aware of it during the injury, but I believe that was like, okay, we got to move him out anyway.
Now, this is a different coach, too.
Yeah. This is Matt Myers out there on the mound.
I don't think this conversation is, come on, smile. It's okay. You're doing great. I don't think this is that one.
Yeah, I think this is, we need you right now. Need you right now to get us through this one. That's the one thing with this Kentucky team. They score a ton of runs. They've scored double-digit runs in all their games at this point. So you got to expect they're going to keep putting runs on. They just got to get themselves out of this one.
Yeah, that seemed like more of a one-way conversation.
Yeah.
That wasn't how you feel.
Perhaps the second trip out there, remember you guys both said that he had talked to him out there. Maybe that was during like an injury, and maybe
it was when Wolfram got hit.
But it was, but you're allowed 3.
Yeah. Wolfram got hurt. He went out there and talked. That pitch is fouled off. Next time he's got to come out. That was the 3rd trip.
3-2 now.
And again, given the background and the desire to be here, perhaps different adults talk differently to Isaiah Head and can get through to him. That was definitely a little different meeting than, you're all right, you're doing okay.
I'm going to learn that.
There you go, the 4th visit in the game. The pitcher has to be removed. Here's your 3-2. Fouls it off. But I do understand we're talking a lot about the pitch count, but boy, you get 2 strikes on these kids, they don't swing and miss all the time.
They battle, and especially these first 3 guys in this order for Tennessee, they throw some pretty good ABs on you.
7th pitch of the at bat. McWilliams called strike 3. Head gets it done, and it may feel like Tennessee's got themselves a lead, but look at the scoreboard. It is still 2-2. We're back. Mighty Casey, part of our coverage, presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. Maybe Aaron Boone will spend some time with Mighty Case out there, looking down at left field as we take a look at the hill. And our fresh take brought to you by Subway, South Korea and Panama. This should be really good. The International Championship game, 12:30 Eastern Time on ABC. If you didn't see it yesterday, South Korea was cruising along. Panama, 1 swing of the bat with 2 on, a 3-run home run. And that changed everything. They beat him by a run. Today, South Korea bounces back, strikes out 13, hits 3 home runs. And we'll have a rematch. You like pitching. I mean, real power pitching with some deception. You'll love it. And earlier, some of the kids from New York, Endwell, New York, just outside of Binghamton, New York, upstate New York. Jude.
And Michael Mancini.
He'll be on the mound on Saturday. All he has done is win and strike a lot of people out.
Just 13.
Nope. No doubt in his last game. Now Mason Williams leads things off, but it's a pinch hitter in for him. It'll be Tate Hanks. 7, 8, 9 due up this inning. Hanks swings and misses at that. This Kentucky team's offense has been pretty prolific. They've played in 19 innings and they have scored in 14 of them. They're going to need, I think, some runs tonight. That one is driven to left field. And it gets down and it is cut off at the wall. Hanks with a double. Boy, they can hit.
Wow.
Tate Hanks is 4 for 6 with 2 doubles now at the World Series.
Pretty good little weapon to bring in off your bench. And like Odin got ahead 2 strikes and he just hung a breaking ball. Tate Hanks all over it, and you know the shading to right center field. He hits it in the left center field gap, hustling all the way for 2. And now you're looking at possibly the bottom of the order scoring runs for you.
First pitch to Drew Wolfram in there for a strike. (13-10) game last night. Maybe they'll go high again today. on the corner. Strike called against Drew, the 13-year-old who's 5'5".
All right, look at how deep Isaiah Page is in center field. I mean, he's one long step away from the warning track.
Ball. 1-2.
Fouled off.
You wonder when, and I don't know if it's even legal, but at some point, if it is, we're going to have to see it at some point. We're major shifts on kids. When's that going to start?
Please.
Oh, I agree, but
pretty good one in the outfield earlier.
That's what I mean. It's in the outfield now, but
well, once you start getting all the advanced scouting done on kids, I mean, at least here you've kind of can build up some type of package of where kids have tendencies to hit. But I think at your local Little League level, you're going to start seeing shifts.
No. Oh, local, yes.
Game 2 of the house league.
Where you know everybody?
Yeah.
Crux a dead pull hitter. Everybody move over.
No catch.
Wolfram struck out.
No tag.
No tag, he says, and he's going to say, "Wait, I did tag him."
That's it. You got tagged.
Yeah.
This could be discussed too, I think.
Yeah. He got the tag. I thought he was saying no tag, no tag. He claims he was saying you got a tag.
Yeah, that's one of those you ask the runner when you come in. The coach say, "Did he get you?" And you either say yes or no. And if he says no, you might go check.
I got you though. Good play. Good play.
This is Patrick Forbes, the number 9 hitter.
Ball.
Forbes holds up. Pat's dad is out in the stands as well, Lucas. And Lucas has coached the house teams, as you guys have talked about a lot. And in fact, coached the All-Star team. It was, in fact, Lucas who was dealing with in there for a strike. Joey Hale of Tennessee. And they were the ones that had kind of planned to have the series, if you will, the scrimmages. And then during the season, it was discovered by Hale that Lucas's dad wasn't going to probably be. Lucas wasn't going to be the head coach of the All-Star team, so he put him in touch with Rick Kelly.
How cool is that, though? You drive it just to play a scrimmage, get everybody ready for the. Now you're 2 of the last 3 teams on the U.S. side.
On the ground, nice job over there at third. And Williams throws across the diamond for the out. Really good play and some pretty good base running too. Mason Williams advances to third, which in Little League is a big deal with pass balls and whatnot.
They probably could have had Mason Williams too. You can see he's going to come into the screen right about now, but at this point there's nothing wrong with just getting the out. Strong throw across the diamond. Zach McWilliams gloving that probably saved a run because of how deep the outfield was playing.
He's going to hit. He's going to hit our pitch. Otherwise, he can walk the first. Got it. Got it.
He also swings at my stuff too.
Okay, just keep it off the plate. Away, away, away. Let him walk the first. If he really wants to hit, he'll swing at it. If he doesn't, he can walk the first. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
We've seen enough of Devin Obie's at bats, and it seems like the only time he's not had really good aggressive swing is the fastball in. But
the risk here,
you're asking a pitcher, a 12-year-old, to throw 3 or 4 fastballs in off the plate.
Or away, and that wasn't nearly close to being away. But if they want to throw it away, and you got that runner down there at third, you run the risk of a third run coming in. That was definitely not message received on that pitch. Right? I mean, he was. Don't give him anything to hit.
Yeah.
We've seen 2 now that he could have hit.
You know, again, too, we know he's an aggressive kid. We know he's an aggressive swinging kid. Yeah, if he wants to get himself out here, let him get himself out. If not, first and third.
0-2.
Oh my goodness gracious.
He's got.
You didn't even have to see it.
I'm shocked that Joey's not coming back out to say, what are we doing?
This hack.
Oh, well.
That's just a breaking ball that hung middle in.
Ball.
That's the pitch that I think he's been looking for all at bat, at least the manager of Tennessee.
I still think you got to go something hard in at least once.
Ball.
Yeah, last time Devin Obu was up, Rick Kelly was way back. Now he's got a base runner on, so he's got to communicate.
Well,
he's being a swivel down there.
That's when you have to trust him to be on his own.
You know what to do.
He got it. That's a good pitch there. Obi strikes out, and they strand a runner at third. Oden's getting some high fives from everybody. We are through two. Winner to the championship game. Devin Obi. Even Devin Obi couldn't catch up to that one. Aaron Boone, back to the game. Yeah, back to the game. Just missed a really good at bat.
Nothing short of that will do for the grounds crews here in South Williamsport. Straight white lines, grass cut just so, and an infield worthy of the highest grade. Sit back and enjoy the game, boys. You've certainly earned it.
Talked about them earlier today. An outstanding effort from all the groundskeepers here and really all the people that keep all the fields across the country in good shape. Little League wants to thank dedicated volunteers who make this program so special for all the children that played, and they want to also extend their appreciation to Gatorade Easton Baseball. They maintain the strength and leadership of the program. And tonight, in our thoughts, Jeff Fowler, the longtime volunteer field heads groundkeeper. He's under the weather this year, and we wish him the best in a speedy recovery.
And to all the grounds crew guys, these fields are immaculate, and you're talking about getting a field ready not only for the games, but also for infield for both teams. They go back out and rake everything.
Well, we got a ton of rain too on Sunday.
Yeah, and it's just
boys got them back ready to go in short order.
You saw Kyle Snyder, who's starting to throw some warm-up pitches for Kentucky, as the pitch count almost to 70 now. Isaiah Head's shirt untucked.
I feel you, brother.
Snuggle that one back in, sort of. One hard pitch could pop that right back out.
Ball. 1-2.
What? He didn't call it. Can you help me out, Coach? Yeah, can you get that to be a strike?
Coach, you got to go talk to him.
That was a good one there. Back on the ground and up through the middle for a hit. Carson Rucker. It's a big one for Rucker. It's just like John Guthrie on the other side. Both had struggled, and they have prominent parts in the batting order. Rucker had been 1 for 15 as the cleanup hitter. So they get the single there.
Break out now. Laid off the breaker ball. Took a fastball back up the middle. Leadoff man has been on in every inning so far for Tennessee.
Ethan Jackson's a threat. Good hack at it on the inside part of the plate. EJ here is the left fielder. He struck out his first time, but he's got a homer.
You went right to the nickname, didn't you?
Got an EJ on him out of nowhere.
Late in the week, we start making up our own. We kind of know him a little bit, feel comfortable with it.
I'm out. Time.
I think sometimes the kids are looking for a nickname, you know, or a new one.
You're here to provide.
That's what I'm doing. That's what tonight is about. I feel like Big Sixer is his other nickname.
Yeah. Well, you went way out on a limb there with the creativeness with EJ.
Yeah.
Ethan
Jackson.
Jackson.
Never heard that.
Wonder how you came up with that.
If you guys are jealous, I'll let you, create some. I'm just starting slow. Swing and a miss. All right, that's a good pitch, and 7 strikeouts now for Isaiah Head. He's staring out at that left field scoreboard where that big number 74 is. That's the number of pitches he has thrown.
It's every out tonight. Every out via the strikeout. Kyle Snyder out in the bullpen.
John Henry Knott's now going to bat for Robert Carroll, who got hit by a pitch his first time up. Fastball strike. Well, one of the things that the kids provide us with are questionnaires where they answer questions, and nickname is one of the things that they're asked. What do you think John Henry Knott's nickname is?
JHK.
Close, just JH.
Yeah.
1-1.
EJ.
Well, you know me, I go one step further with everything.
Yep. Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh, JH has done some bartering here. He gave a Japan player $1 in exchange for a headband.
Okay.
So we're collecting pins and we're bringing home some headbands.
Is that a trade or is that just like?
That's just a straight purchase.
Just straight transaction. Wanted to play against Japan. He said he met him and says they are fun. And that's perhaps where the whole, hey, you guys are fun. Here's $1. I like a headband. Up the middle, and it's going to drop. And the center fielder was playing so shallow. Forbes, and still JH drops in a single. Look at that big smile. I did it.
Boy.
Yeah.
Nothing better. That is special.
That is beautiful. The entire team celebrating JH's end of the bat shot.
Yeah, now the coach has to tell him, hey, one out here. One out, freeze on a line drive.
Rhonda, who's his nurse, and his dad, Ray. That's just wonderful. All right, now here's our guy. Last night, R.J. Moore came up in a similar situation and dropped a 3-run bomb over the center field fence. R.J. ready to rock again.
I think Kentucky saw it too, because now we got the outfield all the way back again.
Interesting move too. Ryan Oden hit a big double his last at bat, and now you're pinch hitting for him with a tie game.
This was the shot, and it went a long way.
I like that swing. Short.
Carl, think he's superstitious? No, he's using a different bat.
RJ.
Oh, no, he didn't.
RJ held up on that one.
He had a dark colored bat, either black or dark blue, can't tell.
That may be his day bat. This is his night bat.
Maybe this is a sidearm righty bat.
Yes.
Rucker out there on second, Knotts on first.
Maybe the museum wanted it.
Yep.
Put it on display.
Ooh. He was swinging for it, but now there's 2 down, and Head will get a chance to face at least one more and maybe finish this inning out. 8th strikeout. Running in from the bullpen is the likely next pitcher, Kyle Snyder. The manager too made his way out there to check on him. Happens a lot at the big league level.
Bullpen coach, manager.
Francona runs out to the Indians bullpen.
Oh, yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Check on the air. Buck Showalter checking on Zach Britton.
He's run more from that bullpen to his bench than I ran all year coaching my kids.
This is Isaiah Page. He of the throw part of the tag play.
I either coach first or third, depending on the dugout.
I was going to say, depending on
Here we go.
home or road. Where are we today?
First base dugout. I got first today.
I thought the whole thing at third had to do with your knowledge of signs.
I had some issues, but I simplified.
Run.
Did you just yell across? This one gets away down to third base and a throw to third. Is Carson Rucker. Now,
that happens again.
Why didn't you just yell across? If you had a real speedy runner, like you run, steal.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
And then I just went with the hand motion. Just, come on.
International gesture for steal.
Yeah.
Fly the ball. If it's a breaking ball, there's a good chance it's going to get by him. All right? That's what we're looking for. As it reaches home, you come hard, okay?
Some of them had said, Coach, they're going to pick that up. I thought, you think? I didn't get Coach of the Year. I'm shocked, but they gave it to someone else.
Next year, Crucky.
Finish second?
Next year.
No, probably not. 6 teams, probably 8th.
Trying to get through this. Yep, he's hoping to get this final out, and it will be his final batter. With 86 pitches thrown, a little high. An interesting decision, too, because Isaiah's a pretty good bat. He can run into a home run. He usually plays right field. That's where Turner Nottmeyer is now. That's perfect. Wow. Good pitch. He sat Isaiah Page down, and Isaiah heads back to the dugout with the bat and a little head shake. Heads night is over, and Isaiah ends up striking out 9. We played 3 innings. So how many outs did he get not via the strikeout? 0. Everybody he got out struck out. That's the last one. The old knee buckler. Here we are back in South Williamsport. Aaron Boone, this has been his night. Did a little live shot for us during the game from left field. Then he sat in left field.
That's some buddies.
Decided good idea to get a little hamburger, hide behind the bushes. Now, Booney is on like a tower out there in center field playing umpire guy. Check a look at where he is. You're up there, Booney.
I feel like I'm up on a mountaintop. I almost am. This is a great view up here as the sun is finally down. It's a great game so far. It'll be interesting to see now. Kentucky pitcher out of there. Can they hang in there? They've been resilient all Little League World Series.
Be careful because Spencer Newman is having one of those Booney type runs. He's 10 for 13, which is a 769 clip at the World Series.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
No. The single season or single Little League World Series mark is 14 hits. So he's got 10 now.
See it.
It's possible. Oh, a little high.
3-1.
Was it Cole Wagner hit one over that batter's eye?
It was way up near there. Yeah, I'd really like to see Booney get one.
3-2.
Much respect is Spencer Newman. Leadoff hitter in the inning, 2-2 game. You throw him a 3-1 hook for a strike.
Oh, he hit another one. How about Spencer Newman's got 11 hits and 14 at bats. Doesn't matter what the count is.
Just wearing out the middle of the field, too. First at bat today was a double to center field. This time, the middle of the field again.
Boy, that's beautiful. So once again, Newman on. He's hitting 786. John Guthrie got his second hit at the World Series, his first time up. And he looks at a strike.
That's out.
They look like Little Leaguers, Booney, from up there, or are they even smaller? I mean, you're high up there.
I am way up here. It does look like a giant field from up here, like kind of like we're up in a big league stadium.
Yeah,
it does look big.
Calling a Nats game when you're 17 floors up.
Oh. Yes, Nats, Pirates, you know.
Can you see the strike zone from up there?
I can, as you can tell by I'm making all the calls with the umpire.
Yeah, you're locked in.
We're in simpatico so far on the calls.
Simpatico.
Yeah, that's right.
3-2.
What's the temperature up there?
It's a couple degrees cooler.
Yeah.
So it's the edge is off. That's for sure. Humid day here.
Ball 4. Kentucky knocks on the door again. Every inning they've had a man in scoring position. They got 2 in the first. And Oden's now to 54 pitches. Carson Myers nearly took one out his first time up. On the corner for a strike. Did you have that one as a strike? Yeah, you did. I can see you up there. Yep.
He nodded.
He made the call.
That's why I'm nodding.
That one gets away, trying to get to third. Here's a throw, and it gets away. And the aggressive running of Newman going to give Kentucky the lead. And he's being followed home by Guthrie, who is safe. And they got a 2-run lead. Wild pitch, and the error on McWilliams down there at third leads to 2 runs.
Spencer Newman gets himself on there with a hit. Then this kind of gets everything started. Forced the throw. And a good time to take a chance on a base pass, too.
Good throw by Rucker, but not in time, and it's now 4-2 Kentucky.
Now I know why coordinators in football sit up in the press box. You can see everything. I mean, I saw that ball go through perfectly. You see the fielders moving. See the run, children, run going on around the bases. It's great.
Simpatico.
The eye in the sky.
Turner, Notmeyer bats now. Booney, we got a big game this first college football weekend, don't you?
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty big. Defending champs, Alabama. Hope to unroll that tide.
Just wanted to put you in the, in the coaching box for USC, being high up there, and make you feel comfortable scouting and watching the pass routes and all the run plays develop. Everybody at ESPN in the college football mood.
I got Bama in that one. Nick Saban's from West Virginia. Got to go that way,
Clearly.
There's few better to reach out to when their team struggles than Booney.
Oh, it's the best.
He just becomes Mr. I'm not talking to you guy.
Absolutely the best. You talk about silent mode.
Popped up on the infield. Tyler Jones calls it and makes the catch.
I give him this one when USC loses. Hey, I was busy all day. I didn't get to see the game. Who won? And that's like Saturday evening. By like a month later, I don't think that was funny. It's a month. What?
No, he wears it. He does not do well with the Trojans.
No.
And this could be the start of.
Now you guys are just being mean. You're just being mean. And we're about to go undefeated. Too tough a schedule. Too tough a schedule.
Like the we.
Yep.
Nice.
Trent Warden is going to bat for Isaiah Head. His Head's been taken out as a pitcher, and Warden looks at a strike. But again, Kentucky just kind of relentless. They keep pressure on you, and this inning, the running leads to the 2.
Ball, it's out. They get that one.
Now, one thing, Carl, for a 4-2 game, this really hasn't been a quick one. A lot of walks, a lot of base runners, a lot of pitches for both pitchers.
And Tennessee's got to feel at least relieved, I think, that Head is out of the game. Because as much as he was throwing wildly and whatnot, they only managed 2 runs. It's likely to get easier. Head's their ace, so it's likely to get easier to hit.
Yeah, and I said it earlier. It's hard to hit a guy like that because he does have good stuff, but if he's not around the plate, I mean, you're already in defense mode before the first pitch is thrown.
I think it showed. He got 4 hits, but he struck out 9.
Yeah.
3 innings.
Warden way out in front of that one. He's gone. Another strikeout for Ryan Oden. When we come back, we'll see the top of the order. Tennessee.
She was faster than me.
Yes.
Okay, it's 4.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Yes.
That was me, baby. Let's go. Number 1. Number 1, baby. I'll meet you next time.
The Manning brothers did a Sports Center commercial when they walked down the hallway. That was that move.
Kick was the same
late kick move.
Yeah.
The reverse.
Yeah.
The behind the leg kick.
You got it.
It's a veteran move.
Peyton Manning showed some good flexibility by doing that.
Yeah. That and acting skills. He's
really funny. Yeah.
He's a funny dude. He really is.
I've got a coupon for that.
11 for 25 for Tanner and 9 for 24 for Tyler. Tanner with a little more power. Tyler won the game with the homer the other night, put him ahead. Tanner saved the game with a tag. Just a lot of good going on in the Jones house.
Yeah.
They'll bat
in the dugout to watch it all.
They'll bat second and third. They got a new pitcher to deal with now, so a little different game here. Drew Wolfram is going to be on the mound, and the first guy's going to face is Eastern Dillard, and he plunks him. And look at the Dill Pickle head down to first. No problem, man. Little Dill, I don't need any attention. I'm good.
Drew Wolfram went over there and gave him the thumbs up, see if he was all right. And Easton Dillard said, "You got nothing."
I'm all fine over here. You focus on Tanner Jones. See how that goes. Walking a single.
Ball.
First pitch outside. He saw that he would most like to meet Michael Phelps. Drew Wolfram, the young man on the mound. He is a swimmer. Wolfram, in fact, is the Kentucky state champion in the 50-meter fly.
Nice. Picking the right guy in Phelps.
You ever do the fly stroke, swimming stroke, John?
All the time. It was either baseball or the Olympics. I had to make a decision.
Time reset. Here we go. Come on back in.
I think I made the wrong one.
One to Tanner.
Ball.
We got a chance to actually see the swim trials in Omaha. They were there during the College World Series. Kyle Peterson hooking up the boys. Eduardo Perez fell in love with swimming. He couldn't get him out of there.
What?
Eduardo Perez.
I know him.
Yeah, he fell in love with the swimming trials. That one is laced into center field. And Jones is on again. So Tanner raises the bar for Tyler. This is the type of game now you may get into with the relief pitchers on.
Jones boys might take some pretty good swings this time around. Here's one right here. Third time that he's hit today. Watch the head stay right down onto it. He's been on base all 3 times. Walked the first time. Now 2 straight singles. Head right on it. Goes down to get it. Now the first 2 on for Tennessee here in the 4th.
Tyler's reached base twice with walks. First one gets by to second base. Goes Dillard to third base. And Jones down to second. That's a pass ball.
Yeah, and along with the new pitcher, Drew Wolfram, he was the starting catcher too. So now you have your other catcher in, and they're going to walk.
They're going to walk Jones, and they're going to get to McWilliams. Zach struck out twice. He's also got 2 home runs.
Yeah.
And he's getting some instructions over there from Jeremy Jones. He said, look, my boys can hit him. You can hit him.
Hey, that's a respect thing.
You're getting all sorts of coaching over there now.
Ball 4.
And they are loaded. 3 walks for Tyler Jones.
And Zach McWilliams has struck out twice, but a little different pitcher we have here.
Yeah.
The velocity's not the same.
Now in the competition, John, Tyler Jones has 3 walks. Tanner Jones has 2 hits and a walk. Which trumps the other? The 2 hits and a walk, or there's 3 beat 2, 3 beat 1? You think about that.
Yeah. 2 hits and a walk over 3 walks.
Yeah.
2 hits and a walk.
Yeah.
Come on.
But if I'm Tyler, I'm saying I have more walks than you did.
Yeah, but you could go up there and maybe get a walk.
Ooh.
Oh, I tell you what, every at bat, first at bat, second at bat, third at bat, Zach McWilliams has had 1 pitch that he just missed. I mean, that's a difference in a 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, and possibly 3 or 4 RBIs.
He's going to run into 1.
Not that one. They intentionally walked 4 guys last night, did Kentucky. Not one of them scored, as you take a look at how deep the outfield is playing. We're going to get a tunnel built so that every time they run in and out, there's not a pause, because it impacts the pace of the game, whether your pitcher is hot or not. Figure out a different way to get the players in and out of the bullpens.
2-1, play.
Maybe a golf cart.
Big helmet. Bring those back.
Oh, McWilliams, center field. Aaron Boone incoming. Grand slam for Zach McWilliams.
That's how you look at a ball. Good job. Let me see.
They didn't just miss that one, Crucky.
No, that one, he had good swings. Yep. And, just because a kid strikes out, you think, oh, he's having a tough day. He struck out. His swings were good. And that one there was just a hanger out over the center of the plate. And, boy, you talk about pretty.
Attaboy.
Attaway.
Mr. McWilliams loving watching son Zach get that done. Carson Rucker fouls that off. We've talked a lot about the McWilliams family. He is really being taught baseball by his older brother Sam, who was an 8th round pick of the Phillies out of high school in 14. He's an A-ball this year, and he is 20 years young. On the ground, that's going to get through. Not even Obi can get it. Rucker's aboard. He's got 2 hits. And you can see the impact of having your ace taken out of the game.
Yeah, and this is also one of these things, if you're Tennessee, you want to keep adding on, because they're not loaded down with a bunch of pitching either left.
Nope.
Where's the ball going?
Middle.
Okay, you got to work the corners. Work the corners. Don't put it down the middle. You got to focus on placement. How you feel? Work this next batter, but again, you got to work the corners. Are you set up on the corners? Okay, work the spots. That's what you got to do, and you got to work the knees. Let's go. What's that? Okay, let's go.
All right, let's head out to Aaron. How close was the ball even to you where you were?
Not real close, but Max here made a really nice play. What'd you do with the ball?
The ball hit the ground. I picked it up. I had to give it to the guy who's going to give me another ball back.
So he hooked up the guy who hit it. He's going to give it to McWilliams. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very cool.
Max.
Nice going. You guys having fun?
Yeah!
All right.
Universally loved that Aaron Boone.
Oh, we got him on the move.
He's just a good guy.
He really is. Good parents. Bob and Sue.
Great parents.
Missed him this year at the Phillies reunion. Always fun to hang out with.
That was the 40th home run of this Little League World Series, the first Grand Slam. McWilliams, by the way, is the leader now at the Little League World Series. He's got 3 homers. That's your leader. That time the intentional walk Didn't pay off. Jackson's this guy that could put one over too. He struck out twice. There's that corner that we're looking for.
Good job of coming back right there. Drew Wolfram, who hasn't pitched in this Little League World Series, so it's the first time he's been out there on the mound. Came out and talked about trying to hit corners. That breaking ball got him the first out. Uh-oh. Fighting back a little yawn right now. I like it.
That's like chewing gum. It's just a relaxer.
Just loosens him up a little bit.
A relaxer.
That's what Booney said he did, didn't he? Yawn?
Yeah, that one gets away, and that's a problem because down to second and taking a turn is Carson Rucker. Yeah, Booney was a yawner. Booney also got into this noise that he makes before he goes on the air so that he doesn't.
Yeah, this is probably a good time for him to be out there.
Hey, don't make fun of my process.
Hey,
don't make fun of the process.
There you are.
We're heading to the bullpen.
Still working.
Heading to the bullpen.
It looks like an unmade bed. Shirts all hanging out.
Hey, it's rough out here in the trenches, Crucky.
There's no night hill sliding, is there?
Let me tell you something. If he slipped right now,
in a minute.
If he slipped, oh my gosh, you'd have to carry me out of this booth.
Another one on the corner. Good pitch to John Henry Knotts.
My finger would cramp up from hitting this mute button on this thing. John Henry with a big knock his last time up. The only time up.
1-2. Ball. You can see the effort that's being made by Drew Wolfram just to stay away. 4 big ones this inning on the grand slam from Zach McWilliams. Foul off his foot.
Right here. Right here.
Gary DeFabio, the home plate umpire, is pretty definitive. He lets you know what's going down. I like the way he communicates with the kids.
He's done a great job.
2-2.
Good folks from the Visitors Bureau at Bowling Green, Kentucky sent us a Corvette. Did you know that was the only place you could?
No.
That's the Corvette plant in the United States.
I didn't know that until you opened up the box and showed it to me.
Sweet red Corvette we got up here in the booth with us.
We were playing with it between games. So.
Slow roller. No. It was so slow. Carson Mars probably realized, like, oh, I'm not gonna beat him to the base.
You know, guys, that had such a spin on it. Like you said, Carl, it was hit so slow. You could see it kind of bouncing funny the whole way. He's a little frustrated, but that was a lot more difficult than it looked. And these kids agree. Actually, it's pretty easy for them right now.
I'm sure.
We're in the bushes out here.
Where is he?
He's like Willard, you know.
Piper out there.
Remember that old 50th Piper or the Willard when they would play his flute and the little mice would follow? Booney's like, he's got them all following him.
He has some Philly ties. He thinks he's Rocky right now.
I'm Rocky on the run. I'm going to run up the steps at some point, start jumping around.
Run up the hill.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
We'll catch you on the 3rd run.
Or you can just wait for me. I'll go with you. All right, we won't. We'll talk later, Aaron.
Talk later.
Ryan Oden's back up.
We've lost our minds.
It's the 4th.
This one can get away quick, too. You got to be careful if you're Kentucky. Right field, deep. Caught by head. He's got a good arm, but he's going to throw it in a little high, and scoring from 3rd is Carson Rucker. 7-4 now. Good job by Oden to get that ball to the outfield.
Yeah, Oden's had 2 pretty good at bats. That double to left center, and then he was pinch hit 4, and now a sacrifice fly.
So Tennessee now 7, Kentucky 4. First 2 games, Kentucky allowed just 5 runs. Last night and tonight, now 20 runs allowed. And the Duffster, Brock Duffer, too big, too strong.
Ball.
This inning all started with a hit by pitch. Eastern Dillard was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, first pitch by Drew Wolfern right out of the gate. Hit Dillard right in the back.
Zach attack.
Swing.
Yeah.
One swing and he's going to get the baseball back. Thanks to Max.
Battle back from a 2-0 to 2-2. 7-8-9 due up for Bowling Green. 58 pitches have been thrown by Oden. And he is gone. All right, so an intentional walk led to all that coaching to Zach McWilliams. What were the guys saying to him before he came up?
Zach, you know what that means? That means they would rather pitch to you than him. How does that make you feel? I'd be a little upset right now. Make them pay. Eyes on the ball.
And Zach McWilliams roared. He was all fired up. He goes Grammy. And it is 7-4 at the World Series. It is one of summer's great events, the Little League World Series. It's brought to us by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. You see Aaron's Army out there, all his buddies, as we take a look at the World Series presented by Kellogg's, continuing on Saturday. South Korea and Panama should be an outstanding game. Maine, Endwell, New York, unbeaten all summer long. Gets the winner of the game we're watching right now. It's 7-4. We head to the bottom of the 4th of this 6-inning game. And now you got the lead. You want to throw some strikes. It's going to be hard for Aaron to communicate with the microphone there on his lap, so we're all good. We'll just let him watch the game. Ground ball to short. Rucker gets him.
Just taking a load off here, boys, out in the right field.
Yeah, because you have been grinding it tonight. Grinding it.
Getting a lot of steps out here on the berm, climbing hills.
Pedometer.
That's what
clicking up tonight.
That's what this is about. Last night he looked at his pedometer and said, "Ooh, 75." 75 steps? What did that mean?
He took 75 steps?
He said 75, and he was really depressed.
Wow.
Center field, the dive, oh, and he almost had it. Isaiah Page, though, now looks for his left fielder to get up and get it. And that one kept tailing back towards Page.
Was that ball hit as hard up there as it was down here?
Yes.
Oh, my. That's what we call leaning on one right there.
Got a shot at it too.
Number 8.
I think he dove too soon and tried to hold up the dive a little bit.
Wolfram replaced on the base pass by Hanks. Yeah, watching it from this angle, and we were staring. I thought he closed on it real quick.
Yeah.
Thought we were going to have one. So Hanks on at second. And now more bats in the first pitch. The breaking ball in there to Jackson Moore. 0 for 3 at the World Series.
John Luke Simmons in the bullpen warming up for Tennessee.
Every inning, Kentucky a runner in scoring position.
It's kind of been how this whole Little League World Series has gone for them.
They can score. They make contact. 5'4", 102-pounder. Out ahead of that one, and now behind. 0-2. Never know which teams and states are going to show up at the Little League World Series. Almost got him. Almost got him. Last year and a couple of years ago, we saw a team from Redland last year, and a couple of years it was Clinton County. It was a team from Clinton County that went all the way to the regional final. They were beaten by this team from New York in that championship game. Otherwise, you're looking at another Pennsylvania team here.
Man, we're having a bad streak, aren't we?
Yeah, the team from Rhode Island was here.
3 straight years.
Small state, good baseball. Joey Hale's going to come on out and talk to Ryan Oden.
I think he knows what your signals are at second, just watching him the last couple, because he's been on every pitch. So the second thing he touches will be what it is. So if he touches his chest the second time, or however many times he touches his chest, that's what we'll do. So if he touches his chest once, fastball. If he touches it twice in the sequence, that'll be breaking ball. That's what we'll do right now.
One more time?
If he touches his chest, like hat, chest, breaking ball. Hat, chest, arm, fastball. Count the number of times he touches his chest, okay?
A little in-game switch here now.
You got that, John? So I want you to tell us what this pitch is going to be. As Kentucky and Tennessee have seen each other before, they have practiced before the regionals.
Yeah, Tanner Jones is going to go with touches instead of finger signs, and if he touches his chest once, see him going through them off. He touches it once, it's a fastball. Twice, it's a breaking ball.
Yep, he touched it twice. We got a breaking ball.
And that's as opposed to the last 2 swings, a very defensive swing by Jackson Moore.
Here we go again. Breaking ball. Nope. Fastball. He touched it twice.
Got you too.
Johnny touched it twice.
Leave it to the professionals, please.
Wait a minute. You guys have fastball there?
We don't.
Did you have fastball there?
Yeah.
How so?
I had it in my mind.
Boy, he touched it twice.
We don't want you out at second base giving any signs in.
Yeah. Lean in on that.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
One?
No, that's not the chest. That was a shoulder.
Yeah, that was a halvesy.
Oh, well, that's okay. My bad.
Wow. He just got his hitter.
I don't know what's coming.
Batter's out. Batter's out.
And you know what?
Neither did Jackson Moore.
Neither did Moore.
Got him.
Well, a great move by the coach of Tennessee just to see that, because he was right on the last 2 pitches he saw before he went out for this visit, and you saw the last couple swings. Reaching, fooled.
I think that
so
fastball
impressed.
too gets you that swing.
So impressed with Joey Hale and the way he communicates with his team. Everything he does seems to work out. He told me before there's a lot of luck involved with that.
Yeah,
he knows these kids.
I like the demeanor too, though.
Devin,
get this guy.
Obi, big hitter. Obi led off with a double, scored. They scored 2 in the first. Spencer Newman is on deck. He's 2 for 2. They'd love to get him up here with 1 or 2 on. Unless Obi can clear the bases, they'd like to get Newman up.
1-1.
That might be all he sees in this at bat.
Ball.
That one gets away, and Jones will not throw it down. Last time he threw it down, a couple scored, so he eats it.
And you think about Zach McWilliams hitting that grand slam. He was the one who made that error at third base that allowed the 3rd and 4th run to come aboard for Kentucky.
3-1.
Pretty good patience there from Devin Obi.
Yeah, but now what do you do?
Go again.
I do the same thing again.
Ball 4.
Now Obi he'll take off. First pitch is not put in play. There's a real good chance he's going to go down to second, and he'll steal the base and get into scoring position. And for this guy, who you can't get out, runners in scoring position, Spencer Newman is 6 for 8.
Well, last night they got him with breaking balls.
Obi's going. They're going to throw down, and he is out. Wow, what a play by Tanner Jones. And the coaching staff over there celebrates. A lot of times you don't see that throw down. If it gets to center field, you get 1 run scored and maybe a second. Tanner Jones saw it and fired a strike. No matter how fast you are, a straight steal in Little League is almost impossible. And a perfect throw to get Devin Obie. As we head to the 5th inning here, we want to remind everybody to stay tuned to ESPN immediately following this game, a 90-minute town hall special with our colleagues from the Undefeated on athletes and their roles in addressing some of the most pressing social issues of the day. Host Jamel Hill, joined by NBA stars Dwayne Wade, Rajon Rondo, and Jabari Parker, along with White Sox Executive Vice President Kenny Williams and several others in a very important conversation. An Undefeated town hall special immediately after the conclusion of our game. You'll see it right here on ESPN. Back here in South Williamsport, Pennsylvania, the Little League World Series. We are down to our final 3 teams on the United States side as you look down from the left field hillside. Kentucky and Tennessee playing tonight. The winner goes to face New York. Our game summary presented by Honda. Good start for Kentucky. They got 2 in the first, then they got 2 more in the 3rd inning, but a big grand slam from Zach McWilliams in the 4th inning, part of a 5-run inning, and it's now 7-4 in favor of Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Team from New York here tonight watching. Maine Inwell kids are unbeaten this season. They had a great game with Tennessee earlier this week. They beat them by a score of 3-1. Eastern Dillard bats. He gets plunked again, and this is exactly how last inning started. He got hit by a pitch. A little 4 times. What's up? I mean, it's not like the Dill Pickle's a big target out there.
He's getting on base, just not really the way he wants to. But
5-foot, 98-pounder.
Mom doesn't mind.
So he's on base. Last time he came in on a grand slam. This is Tanner Jones, so a dangerous way to operate against Tennessee for sure. Roller to first. Foot race. Oh, out at first, and you can see the first base coach says, no. We're gonna review that one.
Carson Myers was playing.
That was a really tough one. The 2 guys coming like this.
So it shouldn't take long once you see the replay, which foot touches the bag first. I'm going to think it's the first baseman, actually.
Yeah, and that was.
I thought it was too.
Depending, I mean, you look at the angle that Carson Myers took.
I don't think his foot touched yet, did it?
No, I think he's going to be out.
I do too.
I think so too, but I think he would have been safe if Carson Myers wasn't running toward him where he had to slide. If he could have just ran straight through the base, I think he slid to try to avoid contact. But Carson Myers was playing, 4 steps out into the outfield grass, and I thought if he hits the grounder to first, he's going to beat him.
Right. Out at first base. Close play, but Tanner Jones retired for the first time tonight, and down to second on the play went Eastern Dillard. Look at where he is playing again at first base. I mean, he's 6 feet behind the dirt.
If you Drew Wolfram on the mound right now, you got to know that too, because the ball goes to the right side. You got to try to bust it to get over, because if he fields one back there, I don't think he can get there.
The arms that have moved in from the bullpen, and they're set to pitch. Ryan Oden has run out of pitches, so there will be a relief pitcher on, and that's probably good news for Kentucky as well. Tyler Jones, 3 walks tonight.
They ain't walking him now, are they?
Not intentionally, not with McWilliams and that grand slam on deck. Nice to see McWilliams. That was what Torrey Hunter was talking about last night. McWilliams missed that ball. This one to second, and it's hit hard. All right, good play by Patrick Forbes. And down to third goes Dillard, but Torrey Hunter was talking about the left fielder had a ball go off his glove last night and over the wall. And then he came up with a chance to do something to make up for the mistake. He didn't get it done there. And in tonight's case, McWilliams had that ball go right through his glove, and then he hit a grand slam.
Now you're going to walk him.
There's the respect.
Smile this time. Smile this time. Come on. Hey, it's your chance. Right now, everybody's looking at you. Have a big smile.
A little one.
I think they'll ever change. You just say we're going to walk him, put him on. Because
it wouldn't shock me, but the only thing you take out of that is this guy at third base, and if a bad one gets by, I agree with you. I think they should.
Would you consider these 4 pitches from Drew Wolfram?
Right.
I mean, he's just.
I agree, but the sensitivity to the whole arm and pitch count, I hear you. I'd rather not do it and just let him go to first. After he was encouraged by the home plate umpire to give us a little smile, he's like,
I gave you a little one.
Might be some sort of little play here. You see the third base coach talking to the runner on third. I don't know if they're going to send McWilliams and try to get in a run down.
Carson Rucker's 2 for his last 2. He started 1 for 15.
Starting to swing it.
Oh, that's it. Obi, he was heading to the left and the ball was going the other way, and he made an incredible catch.
Wow. Well, if he's going to the bag to cover, watch. Moving on the pitch, and then has to reach all the way back across his body. That saved a run, ends the inning.
Sure is the life we're having a blast and have for the entire time we've been here. We've been working, Booty's been chilling and relaxing, and he continues now. I think he needs
the life.
Ice cold water because he's just been grinding it, adding steps every minute of the day to those.
And boys, I found the seat, the best seat in the house.
Really?
The Putzi Vanucci camera well.
Yes.
It's heads up with a righty up,
Yeah,
but
be
this
careful.
is awesome.
Be careful. We got a relief pitcher on right now. It's R.J. Moore. One of those kids from this team that will be back next year if, in fact, they can get back here. He didn't pitch in the regionals, but talking to Joey Hale about him, one of the reasons they're encouraged that there's a chance Goodlettsville gets back next year. R.J. will be one of the foundation pieces. Tough guy to face first in Spencer Newman.
Love it. Didn't pitch in the regionals, hasn't pitched in the Little League World Series.
Not a problem.
Go get him, bud.
The only problem may be this kid right here. Joey Hale said in that area of his, there's a bunch of kids that are 11, will be 12 next year, who might come back to Little League for a chance to get here to Williamsport.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple of coaches who've been involved with travel baseball who are now back in Little League, and when he was talking to one of those, and he said, compare Williamsport to all the places you've been, that coach said, you can't compare it to this place. It's so unique, right? I mean, Aaron, you've been involved with Little League. You've seen it. How unique is this environment?
Look, I dreamt about being in this environment when I was 6 years old, and to see it now finally up close, it is amazing. It is amazing what these kids are getting to experience.
Coach had Devin still in. That was a mistake.
Spencer Newman has got his 12th hit in 15 at-bats. Remember,
yes,
the single season mark is 14. Look at AB with that pirate hat on. You see that picture, Aaron?
Hey, speaking of that, this Crucky will know this. This seat down here is like the old Three Rivers dugout in Pittsburgh. Ha! Buckle up. You got to be head on a swivel down here.
Yeah, they can. Three Rivers, they could rifle in there quick.
How's 800, by the way, for a batting average at the Little League World Series?
Yeah, you heard the first base coach said, hey, he had him stealing when his son got thrown out.
That was a mistake.
Carl, when you have a guy hitting 800, you don't want to make an out in front of him.
No.
Ball.
Hello, Newman. Hello, Jamie.
Hi, guys. Yeah, last year as an 11-year-old, it was not a sure thing that Spencer Newman would even make this team. So his dad actually encouraged him to go out for the 11-year-old team and he said, no, I want 2 chances to go to Williamsport, because he knew they were going to get there twice. And boy, he's making quite an impact in his second year here.
A huge impact. I mean, even that hit there past the third baseman, at some point you recognize, like, if I get a bat on it, it's going to be a hit.
3 more tonight.
Carson Myers, bottom 5. This may be their best and last chance.
Reset. He's already moving, okay? All right. Play. Ball.
What an experience this is, too, for R.J. Moore. He homered last night. Hadn't pitched at all, but the regionals are here. I know, kidding. And he's coming in here, and this is just one of those moments you're like, we're going to try RJ, see what he's got. And he's 1 strike away from getting his second strikeout.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You just erase Carson Newman from the equation, and no one's gotten him out. But he's last 2 hitters. His mixing up pitches is really good.
Guys, I just heard you say he hasn't pitched in a month. He looks like he's been pitching every 5th day.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, there's a swagger, there's a determination on his face, and the breaking ball fastball combination he's got going. He looks like he closes out every game.
And there's strikes. It's been nothing but strikes since he's come in. 2 straight strikeouts.
And he's enjoying it. He's loving it. Kyle Snyder.
Best fastball he's thrown right there. Now we got confidence. Like it.
Yeah, you do it, RJ, right now. You do it.
Stealing.
Got to hold a smile in until he gets the next strike.
Oh, this could be fun if he strikes. Fun for him if he strikes this kid out right here. Wow. Oh, he thought he had.
He's ready. He strikes him out. Watch how fast he runs into the dugout.
A lot of people know Etwan Moore, who played for the Bulls, now plays for the Pelicans in the NBA. That's RJ Moore's cousin. That's out of play.
Little fastball in. Now you
set him up.
A little hook away.
Here comes the hammer. Here comes the hammer.
On the corner, RJ Moore. They found an ace. Tennessee wins. This may be very important. This is a big development. Paint on the corner. Woo! And the deuce. How good is that? How good is that?
Pretty special right there.
Little League World Series is presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes cereal. They're great!
Welcome back, everyone. Little photography showing you just how this place changes over the course of the evening. And before the game, Honda American executives were presented the Hartman Friendship Award, major sponsor of the Little League and Little League World Series. The good folks of Honda Get a chance to stay in the hotel with many of the folks that shuttle people back and forth, and they are all great people, fun people. And all that time volunteered. Ethan Jackson bats now as we head to the top of the 6th inning. The R.J. Moore story is a fun story. A pinch hit, 3-run home run last night. He comes in at a pinch and gets 3 strikeouts.
Got RJ pitch. Let's see if EJ can get on the board with a knock.
I like what you're doing there.
EJ's back.
I like what Crucky's doing. He's locked in. It gets late, and Crucky starts locking in.
That one made himself laugh. He's in.
You know, as the evening wears on, I seem to get better.
Sometimes feel more comfortable. Sometimes there's struggles. You know, it's a long series. But
let me tell you something. The biggest struggle has been this sign behind me here.
Struggled.
We're back now. We're good.
Yeah, I think I have a concussion.
Look at EJ. It's through.
Look at EJ.
Yep, E. Jackson is on base. Single to lead off the 6th.
Good for EJ. Struck out a few times today. Now he's on there with a knock to start the inning. He's done his work now, though. That's enough.
Take a load off. We're going to bring Odin back in. He's going to be a special pinch runner. I'm kind of waiting for RJ to get up again. I think RJ's got something special.
Yeah,
he's got the helmet on.
I think it's his night. I think RJ's going to do something special. Williams hit the grand slam, but I feel like it's becoming RJ's moment.
Ball.
Oh, I think Robert tried to stick his elbow in the way.
He remembered he didn't put his elbow guard on. He pulled it back.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Ball 2.
There's our guy.
Ball 3. Three balls.
On the corner, strike 1. Loser of tonight's game will be eliminated from title contention. The winner will play New York Saturday and be the first day off for a lot of folks. Friday here in Williamsport, reserved for any type of rainouts.
All right, here it comes.
They're not going to make him bunt. They can't. This is his day.
Yeah, it's the people's
Just wanna
choice.
Make contact, all right? Just nice contact. Hands to the ball, eyes on it, all right? Don't pull your head, don't dip your shoulder. Stay on top of it.
All right, Coach. I love what you're saying. I'm thinking I'm going to go yard, though.
Yeah.
Just don't
Do you know the role I'm on?
Down low, you're doing a great job. Let's get some ground balls.
Good idea, but in my head, I got a different plan.
Coach, you sat back and watched your show.
This is right up his alley.
Yes, it is.
Let's get a hit right here.
Yes, it is. 12-year-old R.J. Moore.
He's back with the black bat now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's, well, you know.
Just trying to make contact or hit a 3-run home run.
It's his homer bat.
Trying.
Yeah, I'm not trying to move the runners.
I'll move them. I'm going to move myself, too.
I'm in scoring position when I step in the box.
Oh, to be. Up the middle. Caught at second base. Double play, says the umpire. Patrick Forbes got back to the bag before Ethan Jackson for a double play. We got Patrick Forbes standing on second base. Watch the second base umpire. Yeah, that would be a safe call.
I think he got blocked out by Devin Obie.
Because I think he did. Joe Smith's out there.
Yeah.
I don't think he was calling out on the catch.
Close, but I think he got back.
Yeah. Didn't happen for RJ.
They're going to check it, Carl.
Yeah, I think this will be quick.
What do you make of the RJ at bat? What happened there? I thought we were got the bat and everything. 3-run home run. A moment made for him. And an up the middle hit. Safe at second base. So the Goodlettsville crowd likes that. They get the out on the line drive.
RJ just wants to get back on the mound.
That's true. Maybe he was setting himself up. The Duffer, Brock Duffer batting now. In there for a strike. Trying to keep the Southeast at bay for the second inning in a row. They've got 2 in the second, 5 in the fourth. That's been their scoring.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. Strike. If you were asking.
Yes.
Yeah, you did. The Little League Grow the Game grant program was created to provide local Little Leagues the resources they need for general improvement and to expand or establish Little League Softball, Challenger Division, Little League Urban Initiative programs. For more information, visit littleleague.org/grow the game. Earlier today, we talked about all the devastation around the country with the floods and the Grow the Game grant program. Pitch in for baseball. Found out that Thomas Tull, the CEO of Legendary Pictures, who went to Maine Endwell High School, called after that and committed $50,000 to help in those areas that have been affected by the floods.
It looks like you're up here undecided whether you want to swing or not. You got to make up your mind before he ever throws a pitch. I'm hitting this pitch. You're too good to be standing here looking at pitches and trying to decide if it's good. Make up your mind it's good before he ever throws it, and be ready. If it ain't good, you'll check it up. Be ready to hit. You're too good.
He's too good, and so is Tull for making a commitment like that.
How cool is that?
Yeah. And I know I got email from some people in the state of West Virginia that 7 fields have been affected. Kyle saw some of the pictures.
Yeah. Duffer, he listened to what his coach said. Rounding third and coming home. Here's your throw. Won't be in time. Telling you, every time Hale says something to his kids, there's an immediate positive response to it.
I like it. It's like he didn't think that John Luke Simmons had an aggressive look on his face. We did right there. We just changed it with a quick talk. Not an easy pitch to hit either. And that's down and off the plate.
That was nice. And that's what I tell my kids. Every pitch is a strike until it's a ball. That means you're swinging at anything he throws until you recognize it's a ball. But you're aggressive. And John Guthrie didn't really charge that ball that hard. That's why the runner was sent.
Careful here. Tanner Jones back up again. 2 men on. Eastern Dillard, a special pinch runner over there at first. Biggest play of the game was the Devin Obie attempted stolen base that Tanner Jones threw him out on, which ended the inning, took the bat out of Spencer Newman's hand, and really stilted any rally that they may have had. That on the Zach McWilliams grand slam. Those are the 2 highlight moments of this one. This is that play again, first and third, and Obie has done this all series long. He gets on. They don't usually throw down. Too worried about the base runner on third and a throw into center field or one that gets away, but Tanner Jones threw him out.
I think the throw surprised him too. I don't think in that spot they thought they'd get one, but with 2 outs, I mean, you tag him out, the inning's over.
Yeah.
1-2.
The other thing a lot of teams will do, they'll get into a rundown at least, and then they'll try to create some confusion, have that runner from third score. None of that happened.
Yeah, I don't think you do that with Spencer Newman hitting.
I agree. Nice catch there by Newman behind the plate. Otherwise, second and third.
You know, maybe 2 strikes. If you got 2 strikes, you might try it. You know, that way if he's out, he starts off with a new count. But, you know, you were down, what, 3 runs at the time. And
popped up, playable. Third baseman Mason Williams, and he makes the catch. So a big out there, Tanner Jones.
Hey, do y'all want to win this game? We freaking win this game, guys. We score 4. Hey, we can get 5, 6 runs this inning, right? Hey.
It's on 3. 1, 2, 3, hey.
Come on, guys. Hey, come here, come here. Hey, we're not giving up. Hey, right here, Mace. Isaiah. Hey, we got to get this line track going, man. You really mean it? Y'all really mean it? Good job, Drew. You really mean it?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I'm talking about y'all ready to go hunt. You got to want it. You got to want it. Right? Come on. Let's go, Spence. Go.
Hey, Moran, Hanks. See if the Lion roars when we come back. Bottom of the 6th, Kentucky needs 4.
That is hit high and deep and out. And Panama will play for the International Championship.
Then he has left the building. Jude the Stewed. New York is going to the United States Championship game. Our World Series continues on Saturday. The International Championship game, 12:30 Eastern Time, Panama and South Korea. South Korea has been to the Little League World Series now in their 4th trip. They have won the World Series every year they've been here, and it's not going to be easy against Panama. Right now, R.J. Moore hoping to get Tennessee there. Davis Moran is going to lead things off. Quite a story. R.J. Moore hasn't pitched in about a month, and he's on the mound at the Little League World Series trying to get his team into the championship. He just misses there.
2-1.
Yeah. And this is where you're Kentucky. You just got to do anything you can. Try to get 2 guys on base to get back to that top of the order.
Nice pitch. R.J. Moore struck out 3 in the 5th. Trying to get those cups to stick on the old ears. Good rip at it, but it's foul.
The rhythm and the tempo that R.J. Moore has had since he's gotten in this game has been really impressive. And if it's true to form, that high fastball right there, follow it up with that curveball that he's really located well down.
He did it.
He didn't bite, though.
Didn't get the swing.
Good take right there.
This is the 6th batter in the order, if you're wondering about Obi and Newman again. And that one's outside. R.J. with the walk, and Moran leads things off. Final 3 outs. Davis. Little League World Series, awfully hard to get. Tate Hanks had himself so far a terrific Little League World Series. Really good hitter. 1 for 1 with a double, 4 for 6 overall. All right, we got him on now. RJ's a little confused. That's a pretty good pitch. It's been a strike most of the night.
What? It's all right. Now we'll slow things down a little bit.
Hey, is the ball outside? Open it up. Plant your foot over the shoulder, all right? Right now, what I think they're doing is they're just taking pitches. They're just taking pitches, because you've been throwing a lot of breaking balls, and they've been aggressive. Let's get some strikes on them, then we can go back to our strategy, okay? Yeah. Plant that foot, have good balance. Okay.
Pretty simple advice, pretty good advice. There was a ball outside, then you probably open it up, plant that foot, try to stay on line, and I would assume that they are taking a strike here.
Joey Hale's dad, long time coach, and that's why he's so interested in coaching these kids. That one's away. And again, he doesn't have a child on the team, and he maintains he's going to keep doing it because he enjoys being around them and coaching them into situations like this. There's the strike. Dangerous hitter, Tate Hanks. Jammed off the foot of Moore. He goes to second. Wow, I thought he had the out at first, but he had time and he went to second to cut down the lead runner.
Oh, man, he is playing with some confidence out there. I thought for sure in that situation, take the sure out, but hey, he had a nice internal clock going. I got this. I got this.
Like it. RJ knows no limits right now. Knew he had just enough time to get that lead runner. Knock it down, barehanded, get that first out.
And give me the ball back. Yep. I'm ready to go. Drew Wolfram bats now. That's better in there for a strike.
And now the curveball comes into play. But now you have to be in swing mode if you're Drew Wolfram.
Wolfram, the 7-8 hitter, and then Forbes. If he can get the next two, he doesn't have to see Obi or Newman again. Devin Obi and Spencer Newman, top two hitters on this Kentucky team. Wolfram gone, first base occupied, throw down. That's not a force play, needed a tag there, so he's going to be safe at second base, but 2 outs now. Had a chance to end it on a double play. With first base occupied, strike 3 drop. The runner cannot go to first, but the runner on first can go to second.
Yeah, and I tell you what that does now, Carl, is a pulled ground ball. Your infielders now have to throw it across the field instead of trying to get the force at second. I think that was a mistake made by the runner and a mistake made by the shortstop.
Patrick Forbes, last chance for Bowling Green, Kentucky. If he can somehow get on, you bring Obi up, and Newman, if you do, got a chance to tie it.
Ones.
And he delivers a single through the hole. And we're back to the top of the order. How clutch is that from Patrick Forbes? That keeps the whole thing alive.
And you know in that dugout, they're thinking just get us to the top of the order. Get us to the top of the order. You got Devin Obi coming up. Threw him a strike though, and he's for RJ Moore. He's making him earn it now.
All right, we're not going to give in to him. If he wants to get a hit, he's got to hit our pitch. We can't leave the breaking ball up. He loves hitting breaking balls, okay? That's what we're going to throw him, but we got to keep the ball down. Enjoy, have fun. Just enjoy it, all right? It's just a game. Remember, it's just a game. Just play.
Big time power, big time hitter. Big time moment for Devin Obi and RJ Moore. Good pitch on the inside corner for a strike.
I just love the demeanor. I mean, it's get the ball back, little hop in his step, get back on the bump, get ready to go. That's all right. Good discipline there by Obi. If one's elevated, he's going to put a really good swing on it.
In the dirt. Wow, they're not taking any risks, but the runner does go from first to second. That's good coaching.
Yeah, and again, with the speed of Devin Obi, a ground ball to shorter third, you never know. Force it second, you got a shorter throw. I like the left fielder out there.
He was against the wall.
He was practicing his robbing of a home run there, too.
2-1 to Devin Obi. He laid off, and look, he knows he gets on. You've got Spencer Newman, who's been the best hitter at the Little League World Series, on deck. He threw him one to hit, and now 3-2. Strike three is called, and Tennessee is going to the championship game. R.J. Moore strikes out Devin Obie to win it. What a moment that was, huh?
Little kid that hadn't pitched in a month comes in and strikes out 5 of 6 outs. Ends up saving this one on the go. All breaking balls in the at-bat up to that point, and just froze him with a fastball inside. But that one was fun to watch. R.J. Moore did a great job at the end.
Boy, some kids are made for the stage, and R.J. Moore certainly seems like he's one of them. So we're all set for the championship game on the United States side, and the first time they met, it was a good one. We got 2 great rematches on Championship Saturday. Tennessee and New York, it was a 3-1 game. New York won that. Panama and South Korea, that game was decided by 1 run. Tough pitch on the inside. Obie thought it was a ball, and Moore was hoping for the strike call. And for R.J. Moore, that's using just about everything you got in that body. 5'4", 101-pounder. And the entire Goodlettsville fan base up and jumping around. And a lot of high fives and hugs between the coaching staff and the players. They all are very familiar with each other, having scrimmage before this whole thing started. We got a good one on Saturday. 2 good ones, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. You got the power arms on the international side, and seems like teams that love to score a lot of runs on the American side.
A lot of energy here. We look forward to seeing you Saturday. Thanks for watching, everybody. 12:30 on Saturday for Kyle Peterson, John Kruk, Jamie Sawyer, Aaron Boone, Carl Ravitch, now an undefeated Town Hall special.